What up, yo? What is up? All right, everybody, I got to tell you, hey, welcome to the show. We are live right here outside the DMV for another episode of Comfortable Being Uncomfortable. Glad to see y'all here. Got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. Y'all know who I am, man. Doc Ronnie Mac up in this bed. Up in the bed. Up in the bed, yo, Trent bed.
What's going on, man?
Why you laughing, dog? What's so funny, bro?
You feeling good? I love it. Let's go.
Yes.
Oh man,
Let's go.
Anyway,
you got the full Lakers hat, shirt,
Oh,
everything,
yeah.
man. Okay.
y'all don't know.
He went all out.
Y'all don't know. Big Rob is man. Big Rob, where you at, Rob?
What's happening, man? Yo, I am at the crib. I got a lot going on. My daughter's having a daughter, and it's just chaos right now. So this is where I'm at. What's going on?
Congratulations, man. We pray that y'all, that your daughter gets through that, and everybody is happy and safe, and send some pictures
Thank
this
you.
way when you
We'll do.
when you get done. As Trent pointed out, yes, I do have the full Laker. It came late. I was hoping it was gonna be here last Saturday, but it came late. So yes, I'm rocking all the Lakers championship gear. I told you I was gonna do it.
I'm not mad
I
at you.
I jinxed the freaking Packers last week when I wore all that Packers stuff last week,
Yep.
and we got blown out.
Well, the season
right?
is over, so
Y'all
you good.
lost.
The season is over now. You good.
Come on.
So-
What would you lost one game? Come on.
Yeah, but we got blown out.
But
That's
it
what,
was-
it was a
it was
blowout.
bad.
That
It was a
was
blowout.
bad. I watched that game. I was like, ooh.
She, coming from a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Yeah.
We can't talk. We can't
Oh.
talk right now.
You gonna throw
Crickets.
that already?
Already throwing the crickets out on Dallas Cowboy fans.
Ain't been 10
to
minutes.
talk.
That's okay. That's
You have-
okay.
you have no
we
room
gonna
to
see how we do tomorrow.
I mean, he's still tied for the division.
Yeah,
so.
we are.
You ain't
That's
tied.
the
We in
ones.
first place.
Oh,
No,
No,
they
the,
tied.
the Eagles.
we're
Nah,
two,
it's
two and
tied,
four.
but that. Yeah, but we have that
2
one
and
tie.
4
We have the
won.
tie that puts us up top.
Yeah, they
that's
do
right.
have.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. We coming for that spot tomorrow.
Anyway, as y'all know, we got to. Oh Lord, hold on, I got to see this.
What?
We got an Eagles hat. Like, who was it autographed by?
Brian Westbrook.
Anyway,
You know you live right here in the DMV. So
Yeah. All right. So look. All right. Big shout out to got to do a big shout out. Arc Outlets, man. If you got a small business and you want to promote your business, go to arcoutlets.com. Also, man, check out Rock Bottom Music Group. Big shout out to them for all of our sounds and productions of music and everything like that. Official Adrian Amos. Check it out. Check out the official Adrian Amos clothing line for all of your jogger sets, athletic wear, all that good stuff. And let them know that comfortable being uncomfortable century. I got somebody over here tapping me every 5 seconds trying to get papers and stuff. So that's why I'm stuttering and pausing over the words. Anyway, what's in the cup, y'all? What Crystal? What you got?
I just got some red wine, Stella Rosa.
Okay, Stella Rosa. Okay, you fancy.
I just
You fancy, huh?
want to chill today, in kind of a chill mode.
I ain't chilling.
All right. Oh,
Fancy,
yeah,
huh?
we know. You are not.
Big
chilling.
Rob, what you drinking over there? You got celebratory mood right now, huh?
Man, I'm drinking soda out of a can that will remain nameless, but I will put it to you like this: I am a bundle of nerves right now, so I'm just sitting here. Yo, check it out. Watch this. Like this is me right now. This is where I'm at with the internet.
You got an inhaler.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You get all that?
Oh yeah, so that's me right now, y'all.
Okay.
damn.
Man. Well, man,
Nobody knows what to say after that.
We praying for it.
Everybody quiet.
Everybody quiet, like, yeah, man. Okay. Trent, man, what you got in the cups, baby?
Oh man, I got a slow. I went to Chipotle, so I got a little sparkling blackberry drink.
Oh, so you're not
that I
drinking
got.
you're not drinking no alcohol.
Huh?
You're not drinking no alcohol.
Huh?
Okay. Yo, the website is officialadrianamos.com. You can check them out and get all of the official Adrian Amos clothing attire. We had him on the show last week. If you want to go back and check that episode out, just go to our YouTube channel and check it out. You can see the full interview, the full discussion about his clothing line. Hey, look, let's jump right into it, man. I don't know what we got going on, but there's a lot of stuff that's happening in society right now. And I know Trent B, you got the yeah, man, we all over the place right now.
Have another drink, you'll be all right, bro.
Took that drink to the head.
Yeah.
He hit every
Have another drink, you'll be all right.
Y'all should have saw it. I hit every single sound effect over here. I'm trying to figure out what the heck was going on. Because somebody took my sound effect board thing.
Oh, my bad.
And I can't see what sound effects are with.
There you go.
Thank you hoe. All right.
Oh,
Man.
All right, let's do it again. We got Around the Horn with Trent B.
Nice. Hey, okay, so the first, man, I'm loving it. So the first topic we got, Jeffrey Toobin, who is a writer at the New Yorker and a CNN contributor. Dude was on a Zoom call with his co-workers.
His wanker.
And and he decided he wants to start playing with himself on the middle of a Zoom. Now he says that it was an accident, that he didn't know that he was still live or still on the call. I don't believe that because people that were also on the call, other coworkers were like, nah, he definitely knew we were still there. So.
No, I read an article that said that they thought he wasn't aware.
Hey,
that's what he said.
Hey.
No, I read something that his coworker said he wasn't aware too.
Hey,
Man.
Like he had clicked onto another call or something.
My thing is, we've been you've seen so many examples of people who've done this. Man, just make sure fully that you're all the way out. I mean, like why you still? Yeah, I don't know why he.
Hey.
I don't get why he got
O.J.
caught.
Simpson said it best.
Okay.
Pee Wee Herman at least went to an adult film theater.
Yeah,
Let that
and
sink
it still got locked up.
Yeah, he did.
I didn't know the whole Pee Wee Herman story, but then he said, yeah, Pee Wee Herman went to a whole adult film theater and got caught.
Yeah, I used to know the name of the hotel. I used to know the name of the theater and the movie he was watching, but right now I can't remember.
Whoa.
It was in. It was in.
Wait a
I
minute.
think it was in Florida. Wasn't it?
Wait a minute, Rob. Is there something that you want to tell us?
Hey,
Is he wearing glasses over there?
Yeah, he's trying to look smart.
Oh, he's trying to look smart.
Trying
Look
to get
at him.
Trying to get his Malcolm X on.
He got them glasses on. He's about to be like, don't be hoodwinked, bamboozled.
Stop
Boy,
it!
you are about to get roasted because you're not here.
I see that. See, that's not fair, man. We're only allowed to roast Trent when he's not there.
Right, exactly. That's what me and Crystal was just talking about. That I was like, I wasn't even there. I wasn't able to like really defend myself because I couldn't see you guys, and Rob was feeling it. Well, Rob was going in. So
I just noticed that I got like a little gray streak going here, man. It's just crazy.
We already
speaking of gray streaks, Rudy Giuliani. Rudy Giuliani. So the Borat movie came out. And I think it's Amazon Prime came out, and Rudy Giuliani was doing an interview, and he decided to go into the bedroom, have a drink with the journalist, and
put his hand down his pants.
Put his hands down his pants.
He said he was tucking his shirt in.
Bullshit. Let me tell you something. Ain't nobody.
I haven't seen it. So
ain't nobody laying their back on the bed to tuck their shirt in like that.
It was bullshit. If you saw the movie, he thought he was about to get him something. He thought he was going to
Hey, you know what? Him and Jeffrey Toobin need to get together.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They just need to get together.
That's a good idea, man.
He was trying to get ready, I think.
Oh yeah. You see, he kept tapping on her back. He was tapping on her back. He was like,
I don't.
Let me get that for you, sweetheart. Like
I don't believe that. And here's the reason why. Take one look at Rudy Giuliani. He's got to pop a pill before he does anything. Does he? He looks old, like he needs a pill before he does anything.
That's why he was trying to probably get himself ready.
He was gonna pop a pill.
Yo, my question for you, Chris, is how do you know?
I don't know. I mean,
Ooh.
What in the world?
I don't know.
Nah,
I ain't
I just-
never been with nobody that old, so
Remember,
Oh, wow.
remember a couple weeks ago
I
she
like
said
him.
she
I
like
like
him young.
and
That's right. She a baby
She a
cougar.
baby cougar.
She a baby
Your
cougar.
baby cougar.
Yeah.
Your baby cougar.
She said a baby cougar.
Just a baby. Baby one.
Y'all see the face of a baby cougar right there.
Just leave that video.
I'm just leaving it right there. Y'all
Dude,
see the
leave
face
it right
of a
there.
baby cougar.
There it is.
Man, you are loving these sound effects. So, all right. So this is, man, that's funny. So this is something that I think that Doc and Rob can probably speak on a little bit more. But students, this has been a few different colleges, whatever. They have been putting together a plan to try to abolish Greek life on campuses. And some of it is discrimination. Some of it is they don't feel that these fraternities and sororities are going far enough when it comes to all the racial injustice and things like that is going around in the country or whatever. So there are students that are trying to abolish the Greek life. But what the main guys, these guys who are in the Greek life? What do you guys think?
So look, I think here's the thing. I think the article was talking about Black Greek life being abolished in Northwestern.
Well, yeah, it was so it was black and people of color that were in certain places. I don't think it was.
Let me tell you
Was
something.
it Vanderbilt? I heard
let me tell y'all something. All right, and I'm speaking from experience. NPHC, nine Panhandle Council. Oh, National Panhandle Council. I'm drunk.
Oh my God! We're listening.
Here's the thing. So when they talk about social injustice and all this other
Just
stuff,
drink that bottle of water next to you, man. Go ahead.
I know, right? So when they talking about Greek life doesn't do a lot. Let me tell you something. Divine Nine, Black Greeks, they do a lot. All right, do a whole bunch. And the thing about it is, once you graduate, it doesn't end, right? It doesn't stop. When you have your traditionally white Greeks, whereas soon as they graduate, it's like, all right, they
kind of move on.
Yeah, it kind of move on. You know what I mean? So when you look at the community service projects, outreaches, and stuff like that, there's a lot of Black Greeks that do a lot of good stuff. John Lewis was a member of Phi Beta Sigma, right?
Yeah.
When he passed away, there was a call for service for all of the Black Greeks, led by Phi Beta Sigma and Zeta Phi Beta sorority. That for so many days, I think it was 10 days or 7 days. How many days was it, Rob? You remember?
I think it was 10, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. For so many days, they had pushed out all this stuff and said, "Hey, we're gonna do a community outreach." What I can't remember the saying that John Lewis had.
Good
trouble.
Yeah, good trouble. Anyway, that's what it was led on. Yeah. So when people talk about Black Greeks don't do anything, you can go on any campus. I guarantee you, Black Greek life is doing way more than what traditional white Greeks are doing on campus.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were to go back and take a look, like I can't remember the last. I don't even know any white Greek fraternities. I mean, other than Lambda from the book from the movie Nerds. You know what I mean? Like I don't really know any white Greek fraternities. And as far as black Greek fraternities are concerned, we stay in the communities. We just that's what we do. We're not in the entertainment business. We're not supposed to be out here entertaining people. We're, just like my dean told me, I'm not in the entertainment business. I'm in the charity business.
Shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's Jermaine Norman right there. Like we are out
big
here.
Shout out to Jermaine.
Straight up, that's my dean right there. And and we stay in the homeless shelters. We stay out here giving medical screenings. We even bring veterinarians in to screen homeless dogs and stuff.
Right, my bad, Rob. But matter of factly, if that's even a word, there is a Zeta Chi Sigma chapter of Phi Beta Sigma, the graduate chapter, which Rob and I are part of, are active members of. We are doing a push for Thanksgiving and Christmas, where we adopt so many families. I think it's 7 or 8 families.
Yep.
And we provide Thanksgiving meals,
everything,
Christmas gifts for the children.
Everything.
Maybe even if it's a single mom, we provide them a a gift card, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, we break down into teams and we provide stuff for these families because they don't have, right? And a lot of other black Greek fraternities and sororities are doing the same thing.
They do the same thing.
You know what I'm saying? So when they say, oh, the black Greek life is not doing anything for social injustice or for the communities, it's bullshit.
No, I'm
Okay.
saying I've seen Sigmas do.
Not only that,
I've seen y'all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to cut you off, but if you go back to, if you really want to go straight African American, Black American with it, the Black Panther Party, which was created to feed the homeless and to take care of the people in the neighborhood, they were started by Sigmas.
Oh,
Dr. Huey P.
I didn't know that part.
Dr. Huey P. Newton. Yeah. And Bobby Seale, all them guys graduated from what was that school down in Mississippi, I think it is, or Alabama. They were all Sigmas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
And then,
Bobby Seale was?
Yeah. And if you go back and you take a look at the tenants, I think it's 10 tenants that the Black Panthers actually believed in. They had, like, you know, the talking points, like the hit points. That goes all the way back to Sigma.
Oh, that's what's up. So
a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Chris, as the other non-Greek person on the panel, what you think?
I mean, I agree with you. I've seen a lot of, you know, black fraternities and sororities do a lot in the community. I also think on the flip side, I've seen a lot of negative culture. I'm not saying coming out of black fraternities, but out of some white fraternities and fraternities that I knew when I was on campus. A lot of the negative press coming out of those fraternities, like rape culture or, you know, how they do the induction ceremonies and a lot of, what do they call it?
Pledge process.
Yeah, the pledge process.
Rush. White fraternities call it a rush.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of negative stuff come out of that, but I've never been big into fraternities or sororities. So, I mean, for me to give my opinion on it, I mean, it just wasn't a thing that I was really interested in. But I see a lot of reasons why people join. You know, they want that sense of community. They want that sense of brotherhood, sisterhood.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen, I mean, you know, like, you know, my brother-in-law, he's an alpha, you know, my homeboy, you know, Doc and Rob, you know, are both Sigmas, whatever. And I've seen the work that they do in the community. I got a couple of good friends.
Or whatever. And after that, you hear that?
Yeah.
They're both Sigmas or whatever.
Yeah.
No. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, y'all.
No,
y'all know that. Y'all know I'm not. Y'all know that, man. No, but you know, I got a couple friends who are also Kappas as well. You know, and I've seen them also in the community as well. So I get it because I've seen a lot of news stories and things like that. You know, about, you know, the negative connotations when it comes to Greek life, but a lot of people aren't really talking also about the whole network. You know, and everything, and the benefits of it.
I'll challenge anybody before we move on to the next topic. I challenge anybody to drive down the highway. Tell me what signs on the highway when it says adopt a highway. Tell me what the names are. It's either Alpha Phi Alpha, Alpha Kappa Alpha, Phi Beta Sigma, Zeta Phi Beta, Delta Sigma Theta, Iota Iota. Who the hell the Iotas? And no shade.
Omega Psi Phi.
Omega Psi Phi. But you know, it's Sigma Gamma Rho. It always is a divine nine Greek member.
That's what's up.
Or Greek organization that's on them signs that have adopted a highway, that are out here leading voting registration. Voting registration.
Well,
a lot of black Greeks, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, a lot of that stuff is being pushed by black Greek fraternities and sororities. So, when people say black Greek fraternities and sororities ain't doing enough social injustices and all this other stuff in community service, you know what? Go stick one up your ass. Right?
You know, I got one more question for you, Doc. One question before we move on. How many presidents do we have in our fraternity, as opposed to how many presidents actually belong to? We got presidents of countries in our fraternity. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is bigger than just, you know, you see a black fraternity and these guys are out here, you know, having parties and stuff. It's bigger than that. You know what I mean? We're doing good for the communities. In some cases, we're doing good for whole countries, man. Like, come on.
Well, that's what's up, man. So speaking of doing great for the country, doing good things for the country. So we had the last and final presidential debate. And I told myself I wasn't going to watch it, but I still ended up watching the whole
Sucker.
thing. I definitely watched the whole thing. And of course, it was they had different rules. The commission, debate commission, whatever, had different rules where they were muting at some point, and the 2 minutes for one person speaking, the other person was muted. Obviously, it was the opposite of the last debate. It wasn't as contentious, but what do you guys think, man?
Hey, Robert, kick it out to you, buddy.
Robert Shamor.
Really? Yo, I get called everything but a child of God. I got all sorts of names thrown in, initials thrown in my name. Now, the debate was entertaining. It was very interesting because we're so used to what we saw before, and we were expecting something similar watching this debate. But I can honestly say that this debate got a little contentious from time to time, but not too much. Mm-hmm. I think that Donald Trump wiped the floor with him. I think his answers were clear. They were concise. I think that the moderator bailed Joe Biden out of more, saved him from having to answer tough questions. I want to see the video on the fracking and stuff like, dude, you admitted that you wanted to completely eliminate not just fracking, but the entire oil industry. Like, how do you just get rid of an energy source? And you want to do it by 2023? Dude,
Crystal, what you think?
Crystal, man,
Crystal, what you think?
Well, of course,
I'm gonna leave that alone. Shamor.
I don't agree with Rob. I don't think Trump wiped the floor with anything.
Hold on, talking about. Y'all realize that he said the same thing about Mike Pence and Kamala Harris. He said Mike Pence wiped the floor.
Well, I get it. We know why.
I get it. I get it.
See the writings on the wall.
But he didn't wipe the floor with anything.
Why is that, Chris? Tell us more.
I did think he was on his best behavior. I actually, I think this looked good for Trump because he did tone it down some, and I think that was good because he needed to, because the last performance was just horrible. And
last 4 years performances were horrible.
Oh,
in addition to that, but I think that Biden definitely stepped up his game to his last speech when they were like, that definitely,
that was a missed opportunity for
Trump.
How
low
have that was a missed opportunity for Trump.
Took that shit and complained the whole time, and then Biden literally blew the fucking audience
Say
away.
whatever I agree. Say whatever you will about the debate, but man, Rob, do you think that was a missed opportunity from Trump, man, that last, the last statement, whatever?
Man, I you know what? Damn all that. How low have we? Fuck off. I'm going to say the
last statement. Nobody cares about that last statement.
I'm going to say the first curse word for today. Fuck off.
I already said it. I already did that.
First word. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you beat me to it?
Yeah. Dude, I had this drink that Trent made, bro, and
he's sweating over here.
Yeah.
Throwing
water on us.
Look, I didn't
trying to pour
all over the equipment. I'm surprised the shit's still working. Water went all over.
Oh man!
Trent will pour these hellacious drinks and force you to drink them while he sits back and sips on tea.
That's not true, man.
Terrible, man. But back to the point. I think that we have set the bar so fucking low when we watch these political debates. I think we have set the bar so low. No, but
I wonder why.
You're watching
years, honestly.
Think about it. You're watching Joe Biden complete a fucking sentence, and everybody starts clapping. What? Are you serious?
Hey! Talking about now, you're making fun of the man's speech impediment, man. The man's already
Joe
told.
Biden? No, I'm not talking about his speech impediment. I'm talking about his inability to convey logical thoughts and complete it and complete a paragraph or a sentence.
How can he do it when he's constantly got somebody cutting him off?
I think he did.
He was finally able to complete a sentence and finally able to share his plans, which is what he did throughout the whole debate.
Like, I'll say this. Yeah, I'll say this.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'll say this. Look, okay, so yeah, Joe Biden did a really good job of at least putting numbers out there, putting plans out there, at least talking about. Now, if they were off, okay, we can talk about that. That's something different, right? But at least he was putting plans and putting numbers and stuff out there. I also, wait, I'm not done. Oh, one second, because I think
they cut you off
because Trump, I think, honestly, Trump was also. He stuck to the talking points that I think that his advisors was like, hey, stick to these talking points. He did it well. I think actually Trump, for what he was supposed to do and what he is and who we know him to be, he stuck to exactly what he was supposed to stick to, I think, in this debate or whatever. I think actually, I was like, oh, okay. Obviously he's, he did a whole bunch of lies. He lied a lot, but
so did Joe Biden, man. Come on, really?
But he at least stuck to what the advisors were talking.
Hey, the fact checkers said that.
Oh, here we go with the fact checkers. Yeah, like they're
Rob
not
fact checker.
Hold on, Rob.
Rob, you didn't get hired as a fact checker.
He wouldn't fact check anything but Biden.
No. But look,
the Democrat fact checkers y'all got going on now.
But see, here's the thing, Rob. I mentioned fact checkers. You're like, oh God, here we go. Look, they get paid to do a job, just like you and I and Crystal and Trent. They all get paid to do a job. That is their expertise. Until you go out here and solidify yourself with credentials as a fact checker, you can't be mad at these people for calling people out.
I got facts. I got facts.
Okay, so they called.
Are you holding up papers right now?
Blank papers.
You held up blank papers. Kind of like that blank paper that Trump was signing during Walter Reed.
I can read.
Look, here's the thing.
I can read.
I can read.
He can read.
I can read.
On a 7th grade education level. I just mess with you.
I can read.
I just mess with you.
Hey, when I say that KAT, you know it means cat. That's right.
What?
Crickets?
Oh, for real though? Hey, Ron,
you should be here. You should be here, Rob. You should be here. You should be here, Shamor.
Look.
Vote Trump 2020.
All right, look, that was the around the horn. All right, Trent, man, we appreciate it. Hey, look, we'll be right back. I know. It's all up in the ear. Hey, we'll be right back after this quick commercial break. All right, so we back, and we had a lot of stuff to cover in the last segment. Around the Horn had a lot of stuff dealing with all the good stuff that we talked about from the week. But we got a subject that touches a lot of people and a lot of black officers in the law enforcement world. When we talk about, is there a double standard when we deal with Black Lives Matter and Blue Lives Matter? And black police officers are often ignored when it comes to Blue Lives Matter. Rob, I got to kick it off to you, Rob, because I know this is the subject that you wanted to lead, and all that good stuff. So I gotta kick it off to you.
Yeah. So
is that your pigeons in the background, or is that a bird or a plane? What is that?
Man, I got people out here, man. Like my windows, it's crazy. Where I'm sitting at is just I need a new office for real. I got people riding Harley Davidsons by my window and it's crazy. But anyway, back to what you was just talking about. Last week we touched a little bit. We touched a little bit on a police officer that managed, the wow of the week, where a police officer in Atlantic City actually saved a black man from jumping off of a building. And then when the black man asked him, why did you save me? Why did you do that? The police officer looked at him and said 3 times, because I love you. And so, I just wanted to kind of touch on that for a second about what it's like to be a black cop in today's society and draw the stark and dynamic contrast between what it's like to be, too black for the uniform and too blue for the hood. You know what I mean? And that's just something that's, it's like almost like today, almost every black police officer has to learn how to straddle that fence. We all read an article written by The Guardian, which is, and it's not a biased news organization or anything. It's called Black or Blue, the Complex Double Lives of Oakland's Police Officers. It's actually written by Katunde Ahmad. And, in there, there's the chief of police over there is now LaRon Armstrong, who's actually from Oakland, and they asked him, what made you want to be a police officer, and how do you feel about being called a sellout by the black community and stuff? And he said that he's had to arrest people that he went to high school with. He's had threats on his lives. His black police officers have also had threats on their lives. He said, but I'm a black man first, and I should be able to bring who I am and my culture to this profession. So, while we are still black men in uniform, or while they are still black men in uniform, it should, for everybody listening to this podcast, it should be noted that they're fighting a battle, an uphill battle. They're trying to help make the community safer for you and I. They're trying to do their jobs, but they're also trying to take care of their families, and they're also trying to make sure that they don't get stuck in a stagnant career, because if they go out and they do the hug a thug thing, they're done. I mean, you guys read the same article. Tell me what your thoughts are before I move on to the next talking point in this particular topic.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah. So that's a tough one. I can't. I've got a bunch of cousins who are police officers, whatever, and obviously they're black, right? So, and they've had, I've had conversations with them, whatever, and it's kind of hard for them, right? It was kind of hard for them to because in one point, right, it's a brotherhood. And again, I've never been a cop, so I'm not sure, but I know, it's kind of a brotherhood, whatever. And they don't want to demonize all of it, the entire police as a whole, you know what I'm saying? But they also recognize, understand that they're also black men, So I've definitely seen the struggle between being a cop and being a black man, just from my cousins and their conversations. Right.
Well, it just so happens that I have two very, very close friends of mine. One of them is actually basically he's like my brother. His name is Sergeant Gerald Askins. He's a sergeant in the Maryland State Police. And so I asked both of these gentlemen. I have a friend of mine named Eric Wheeler, who's a corporal with the Washington, D.C. Metropolitan Police Department. These guys they're my bros. And I asked them two questions. I asked them both the same questions. And the response that I got from the Metropolitan Police Officer, Eric Wheeler, I asked him, I said, what made you want to be a police officer? And he told me, he says, all I wanted to do was help my community that helped raise me. He said, I didn't like the direction that I saw things going, and I wanted to do whatever I could to change it. So the second question I asked him was, how do you feel about being a black police officer in the given current climate? He said, it's a struggle. He said, the current climate has pulled back the curtain of once suppressed racism. Many of the people that I wear the same uniform with today now feel a bit more comfortable wearing that on their sleeves. I think that's one hell of a dynamic statement by an active black police officer today. I don't think it's anything that he needs to get in trouble over, but I think that coming out of the mouth of a police officer, that says right there that there needs to be some changes. And I asked the same questions to Sergeant Askins, and his first answer was, it's a struggle. The current climate has I wanted to make a difference. Growing up, black police officers were few and far between. As I grew older, especially in my rookie years, I looked up to black cops such as, so on and so on. He goes on and mentions our former supervisor who was killed in the line of duty, and he mentions my father as black cops that he looked up to. And he said, if you had to ask me 10 or 15 years ago today, I would have been happy for somebody to ask me what I did for a living. He said, today, he says, I kind of put my head down and shuffle my feet. He says, if you had to ask me 20 years ago, today, what did I want to do for a living? He said, being a cop would be at the bottom of my list. I mean, that's somebody who had an entire career in law enforcement, man. And he's shuffling his feet and he's putting his head down, man. It's tough for these guys out here. So when you see it, I mean, that's just my standpoint. I mean, you guys are welcome to grab the topic and run with it, man. But there's forces at play that we don't recognize. Go for it.
Yeah, I got a question for you. So, in everything you say, right, it's good or whatever, and the interviews that you did as well with the Metropolitan Police Department, all that's good stuff, man. I love it. But for you,
Thank
right,
you.
somebody that you said like about 20 years in the law enforcement, right?
Right.
Yeah. So okay. So here's a question for you. If you were an instructor at the the academy or whatever, or if you're like a mentor to another black young black officer, like what would be the number one advice that you would give to a young black police officer?
I would say the same thing that Sergeant Askins just said. I mean, we graduated from the same high school, went to the academy together. We worked the street together. We fought. We've been in shootouts together, like the whole 9 yards. So, I would say the exact same thing because we have much of the exact same background, him and I. Our families are very close. And he said, that he found black police officers and looked up to them even as a rookie police officer. And I say the exact same thing, even if I was an instructor in an academy. Find yourself a good mentor. Find yourself a good black mentor and then put yourself right beside them and behind them a step. And just watch their mannerisms, how they talk to people, how they view their job, what's their home life look like, how, what's their, everything down to, do they shave every day? Do they, their personal hygiene? How do they keep their squad car? Are they constantly at the range? Are they doing physical fitness? These are the things that you want to model yourself after as a rookie or a new police officer or a cadet, so that these things start to grow on you. It's just like going to basic training, fellas. You know what I mean? And Chris, when you're training somebody at work, you know what I mean? If you're training somebody in your corporation, Chris, you're teaching them the basics and the fundamentals, you know what I mean? So that it becomes ingrained in them, so that when you step out your squad car, you could slice a piece of paper on the creases in your pants. I should be able to shave in the toes of your boots. When people look at you, they're looking at the uniform. You know what I mean? And then they see this proud black man or this proud black woman or person of color wearing that uniform, and everything is yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Let me change your tire. Let me, let me do something. Those are the things, but it starts all the way back. It starts all the way back in getting yourself a good mentor. When I came through Phi Beta Sigma, I had a great mentor. You know what I mean? I had Doc because Doc would come through and he took care of us. You know what I mean? But with my dean, my assistant dean, Doc, the other, like they taught us, and they taught us well. And I was like, if I'm lucky enough to become a Sigma, that's the type of Sigma I want to be.
That's what's up.
So let me ask you this. All right, let me twist this subject a little bit. All right, so here's the problem.
Fuck that.
All right, no. See, here you go. All right, I got it.
It's good. It's good. Come on.
It's good talk. So black police officers, right? Black police officers are faced with having to deal with Black Lives Matter. There's a picture that we had scrolling. I'll scroll it again soon. But black police officers have to deal with, where do they stand when it comes to Black Lives Matter, right?
Yeah.
But far too often do we hear of black police involved shootings, and the Blue Lives Matter people or supporters don't step up.
Yeah.
And they don't claim Blue Lives Matter for them. That's the problem that black police officers have to deal with.
Yeah.
Because it's almost essential to all right, how do we walk that fine line and say, all right, hey, Black Lives Matter and Blue Lives Matter, right? Does it equate to the All Lives Matter argument that a lot of people make, right? But again, it goes back to picking and choosing. A lot of people say NRA picks and choose, right? And Rob, you're a gun advocate. You talked about NRA and you talked about some of the issues that NRA has, but NRA has been known in the past not to step up for people of color who come out and have shown that they have done everything necessary to possess a weapon and to use that weapon in self-defense. Yeah. Now, some cases, they've come out and said, hey, we support this person or whatever, but more often than not.
Yeah, it's funny you said that because I was really confused about the whole Philando Castile thing too.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you hit the nail on the head.
Why didn't they? Why didn't they speak up for him?
Yeah,
That was bullshit.
Right. He told him he had a legal registered firearm.
Right.
Yeah.
So
and they said nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
So again, it goes back to the whole issue of why is it that black police officers, when involved in an officer-involved shooting, are not given the same treatment that a white or other police officer is given when they're involved in an officer-involved shooting when it comes to Blue Lives Matter. That's the problem.
I think I know what you're alluding to. There was a Somali immigrant that was a police officer. I believe it was in
I was
Wisconsin.
just
Killed a
gonna
white
say
woman.
that.
Minneapolis. He was startled
Yep.
out of his. He was in his squad car.
Yeah.
A woman walked up on him and startled him. He shot. Got it. Freaking wrong as hell. He should go to jail. But Blue Lives Matter people didn't come out and support him.
Yeah, there wasn't any.
It was nothing. Now all of a sudden you
the
can
police union didn't say
Breonna
anything.
Taylor.
The police
Breonna-
union didn't say anything.
Exactly. Breonna Taylor situation. Blue Lives Matter is saying, well, they should have complied. They should have did this. Wait a minute. This is an innocent person who was apparently asleep, maybe walking around. We don't know. We weren't there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's frustrating.
But exactly like you said, Trent, it's frustrating because it's a different type of situation for different type of people, and different type of people get treated that way. I have a uncle. I have an uncle who used to be a Baltimore City police officer, right? Proud Baltimore City police officer. I was proud of him growing up. I always looked up to him. I was like, I want to be like him, you know what I'm saying? Because of stuff he did, Actually, I got into the Charlotte-Mecklenburg County Police Department Explorer program because of him, right? But when I talk to him, he talks about a lot of this stuff, right? Talk about community policing, right? Getting involved in the community and stuff like that. And I often ask myself when he was a police officer, I'm like, you know what? If he was to do something, because there's a lot of I talked about him on the show a lot of times. I talked about the stuff that he did in order to get a lot of kids out of trouble, to keep them out of trouble, to keep them from going to jail. Right? He did a lot.
Yeah.
But if he in fact did what a lot of other police officers did when it comes to drawing the weapon first and shooting the weapon and killing that person first, how would he be characterized? How would he be known in the national spotlight?
Yeah.
As a black officer, he's not granted that same Blue Lives Matter protection.
There's a Blue Lives Matter and the police union protection. He wouldn't have gotten that. Yeah. Robert.
Well, I mean, with the very first time that you ever get into a shooting, the first time, like when I got my first shooting, I got automatically suspended for 30 days with administrative pay. But the very first thing you're told is shut your mouth. You don't talk about anything that happened unless you're talking to your FOP rep. That's the very first thing. So if Blue Lives Matter or if All Lives Matter wants to come out and make a statement, they'll do so without the statement of the police officer. So that's the first thing, because it's currently under investigation. And we all know that current investigations don't get talked about. So until they come to a conclusion that, that officer's not going to issue a statement. But I completely agree. I would want to say that, while I'm sure your uncle has some years on me, when me and Gerald were coming through the academy and running the streets in Philly, we would much rather throw these things in an alley.
He's about the same age as you. Same age as you.
Uncle?
Hold on. Rob, 50.
He's got... No, I'm not. Come on.
Yeah, Rob like 59, 60. Right?
Oh man, see, they slandered. First they slandered. Let me tell you, black people out there. First they slander your name, then they slander your age, then they're coming for you.
Robert
Shamor
Waples the second.
See?
Yeah, love
No, but we would much rather throw these things than to ever. I mean, when my father was coming up, I used to watch my dad walk in the house covered in somebody else's blood. You know what I mean? And I would just be like, Dad, what happened to you? And he was like, some guy thought that he could fight and he lost. And I was like, really? Is he alive? Oh, yeah, he's at the hospital getting stitched up. We're going to take him to jail after that. But they would much rather throw these things than to ever pull a gun and shoot some damn body.
Well,
like you don't ever do. You just don't do it.
That goes back to what you said before, how they're cowards now coming out of the academy. They're young cowards. They don't know how to fight.
You had to be a cop. You had to know how to fight. If you didn't know how to fight, you got two choices. You either learn how to fight or get your ass whipped.
Ain't nobody fighting. Here's the thing: in the last 20 years, ain't nobody fighting. Even on the street, even if you're not a cop, nobody's fighting anymore. Nobody's squaring up. Everybody's got a decision. I'm gonna pull a gun, and or a knife, and I'm gonna shoot.
Are so ingrained in our culture now that's what you think of before you think of fighting. Whereas let
me ask you something.
When we were kids growing up, the first thing, when we were in school, the first thing I didn't think about was if somebody want to whip your ass, that you go get a gun. Yeah. I mean, it was like, meet me at the playground and such and such. It wasn't, now kids are like, oh, she want to fight or he want to fight me.
Yeah.
let me go get my parents' gun. That's
let me stab
the
'em.
culture
Yeah.
now, and like this shit is crazy.
Yeah. Nobody, but yeah. Well, also kids ain't even fighting no more anyway. They just they just on Twitter coming at each other on the cyberbullying is. They're not even fighting
Well, they
anymore.
don't even go outside.
They don't even go outside. They're not fighting. None of that. They just they gonna come up with something on Twitter and make you feel ashamed of yourself.
So
do bullying.
So again, it goes to the question: how come black police officers are not afforded the same protections or the same voice?
Ron, they've never been.
No. Hold on.
Hold on. Black. That was the first word.
Hold on. I got you. But why is it that black police officers are not afforded the same voice that Blue Lives Matter movement or people articulate or share when it comes to white officer-involved shootings?
Because they're black.
They've never been afforded those opportunities, Ron. I got pictures of my father standing in City Hall with the KKK standing behind him. This is not an exaggeration. I've got pictures of my old man standing out there in a ring of blue.
Was your dad that Black Klansman?
Hold on, was he the Black Klansman?
Was he the Black Klansman?
I was about to say, hold on,
that sounds so familiar.
Man, he was in Colorado, bro.
Rob, that was your dad they were talking about, bro?
Do not play.
Because that sounds really familiar. No, seriously, that sounds familiar with the KKK in the back.
Yo,
We're talking about movies and shit.
I am never going to remote in again.
You're not.
I can't. You guys are roasting the hell out of me. I can't.
No, that was serious. That sounds really good.
I'm telling my daughter she's only allowed to have one baby, and this is it. Because if I have to call into the show again, I don't think I can take the roasting. I don't.
Hey, Rob, it is rough, ain't it? Because when I called
It's
it last
bad,
week,
man.
it was rough. Y'all was coming in too.
I don't know if I want to cry because. I don't know if I want to cry because I'm about to be a grandfather or because you guys are about to make me cry.
I thought you're not a. This your first grandchild?
My first grandchild.
Yes. All right.
Kimberly Waples, I love you.
Grandpa,
I love you.
Grandpa.
She's my oldest. Yesterday was her birthday, and my granddaughter's being born today.
That's what's up, Pop Pop. Pop. Love it. No, for real. Congrats, though, for real, man. Like we're definitely, I'm
not ready for that, man.
We're very anxious right now, seriously, to hear the information you give to us, man, for real.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, so y'all know what time it is. It's time
what time is
for Wow of the Week.
It's the Wow of the Week with Rob.
All right.
So the Wow of the Week is there was a woman who was an anti-masker on the transit bus. And there was an Asian gentleman that had a mask on that was sitting at the back of the bus. And so she's yelling at the guy. Go ahead and play the tape.
Hey, come on.
Hey, yo, chill.
Chill.
Hey, chill it. Oh my God. Oh my God, what's wrong with you? Spit on me.
Yo, that was crazy. Did you notice that at the end, they actually started yelling at the guy? And I'm just like, are you serious? Like she spit right in his face. And he pushed her down and then he threw her off the bus and then they start yelling at him. I think that he's a bigger man than me because if you spit in my face, I'm punching you in your mouth. So I think that's the wow of the week. It's crazy though that there are people out here that are literally spitting on people.
That's the most disrespectful thing you can do.
It really
even
it
before
really
COVID. Even before COVID,
But it's
right?
coronavirus right now.
Man.
And you're spitting on people's faces? Like that's an automatic don't pass go, don't collect $200. You're getting ass kicking in your life.
Yeah, I normally don't promote, man on woman violence, but in this case,
hold on, how you gonna say that when you be like, yo, I'll fuck you up? You said that plenty of times.
Yeah.
You said that plenty of times. You be like,
Crystal beat you down, but nobody she can't.
Yo,
don't fight Crystal though.
I don't condone
Don't fight Crystal.
Yo, she says she don't condone violence, but she a baby cougar. What you gonna? You ain't when you in the bed. You gonna be fighting in that under the covers, ain't you?
Okay.
oh,
I'm just saying. I mean, that's
That's different.
that's part of the cougar.
That ain't
That's
got
part
nothing
of
to
the
do with violence.
That's part of the 10 cougar commandments, ain't it?
You know, unless he like to be choked or something.
See? Oh, there it is. There it is.
Hey, yo, you know what?
Let me stop.
Oh,
I don't know who's watching this show. No.
your nana, right? Ain't your nana watching the show?
Everybody is watching. What the hell just happened?
Your nana,
I don't know what happened.
Your nana is like, huh?
What?
No. Look, my
She's
mom.
choking people
my
under
mom
the
would-
sheets?
My mom would love it.
Your mom.
Hold on,
like,
your mama, what?
She would,
Yo, her mom is
Yo,
up there
it
like
was-
this. Her mom is up there like this.
confused right now.
She got it from me.
Yo, her mom is like
She
10
would say that. She
cougar
would say
commandments.
that.
10
My
cougar
mom,
commandments.
no, my mom is the
Choking,
worst. You think I'm a
choking,
cougar? I ain't
baby
got
cougar.
nothing on my mama.
Oh, for
I ain't got
Wait a
nothing
minute.
on
Wait
my
a
mama.
for real.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Please tell me about your mother.
We not even on the Wild Week no more. We not even on the Wild Week right now.
Please
We
tell
on
me
a
about
whole
your
different
mama.
level.
New
Hold
topic.
on.
My mom, I think my stepdad was like 11 or 12 years younger than she was. Maybe more.
Damn.
My mama is definitely a cougar.
That's where
And
you
I'm
get it
all
from.
for it.
Yeah. Hey, look.
If I could get my mom a young man that would, rock her world, I would.
I was,
my
she was about to say
God.
something else.
Oh,
I-
man.
She was. She stopped. She was like, if I can get my mom. Wait a minute.
Choke that nigga out.
Wait a
Oh, yeah.
minute.
If I could find somebody that could choke me out. That's what she was about to say.
My Christian ears over here. My Christian
Rob, we
Christian
already
virgin
started,
ears.
Rob.
Saved
Okay,
and
you
sanctified.
Oh, man.
You
Saved and
started
sanctified.
it,
Sound
Rob.
like Nehemiah when
Sound
he
like
came.
Nehemiah.
Yeah,
I'm
Nehemiah.
saved
Hey,
and
shout out to
sanctified.
Nehemiah.
Nehemiah, I'm saying you doing Negro spirituals
Made
over
it.
there, bro.
May the Holy Spirit forgive this woman and her mama.
All right, if you start speaking in tongues, bro. If you start speaking in tongues,
This show went left real quick.
Real fast.
Back on the Wild Week.
but you know what? It's Crystal's fault this time.
No,
It's not our fault.
Rob told me I was.
So don't blame it on me.
Cougars, I was violent in bed. What does that have to do with anything?
Okay, yo.
Blame that on Rob.
Sorry, not sorry.
Oh man, this is.
No, but I mean, I say I don't.
I can't even think straight.
It's not the first time.
Fuck you.
I say I don't condone man on woman violence. Meaning,
Word.
I don't condone men hitting women.
You
But-
said unless they choke you out in the bed.
But
Yeah.
if I put my hands on a man,
Mm-hmm.
then I expect him to put his hands back on me. I mean, that's
Oh, he's
just
gonna
how
put
I
more
am.
than his hands on you.
But I'm not gonna put my hands on somebody. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe when I was younger, immature,
I ain't got time to fight.
yeah.
I can't fight anyway. I'm
But
a little dude.
If you spit,
I just get Rob and Ron.
if you spit on
I'm not
somebody,
fighting.
if you spit on somebody, that's automatic grounds to get your ass
Yeah,
whipped.
that's
I
disrespectful.
don't care if you're a man, woman, whoever you are. I mean, okay, maybe you get a pass if you're a child,
No,
but their
nope,
parent
nope,
need to
no.
whip their
Child.
parents' ass.
Shit, let me tell you something. Little high school motherfucker run up on me
Yeah.
talking shit. You gonna
They
get
too
knocked the
big.
fuck Out.
They too
But-
They
big.
too big today. Some of them bigger than me, goddamn.
Rob, you up there like,
Kids don't get no pass. Look, I'm gonna tell you, there's two things: spitting on somebody
Yeah.
and slapping somebody with an open hand palm. You slap somebody with an open hand, like yo, man, punch me. Don't slap me. That's disrespectful. You slap or spit on me, I'm getting Rob and Ron.
and you know where Rob gonna be? Right here watching you get spit on.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna remote
Rob's
into
gonna
this
be
fight.
underneath his squad car.
Oh yeah, Rob gonna be on this.
Rob's gonna be
Yeah.
underneath his squad car trying to duck and hide from the mother.
Are they there? Are you still there? Are they there?
All right. Hey man, that's Rob with the Wild of the Week, man. Y'all know he got the Wild of the Week. Hey, if you want to challenge or send any Wild of the Week content to Rob, man, just send them to the show on the Facebook, Instagram, or whatever. And
Yes,
let us
sir.
know. All right.
Yeah.
Y'all know what time it is. It's time for Slow It Down.
It's confession time with Trent B.
Oh, confession of the week. Rob, I need you to go ahead and open your ears because this one is for you, my dude. All right. So over the past several weeks, I've been dealing with a lot of decision making. Like Rob, I'm a black Republican who loves the party. However, I cannot grasp the idea of voting for a man like Trump. It pains me when I argue and used to defend this man for years to my friends and family and most of all my black sons. I won't place sole blame on him for the shootings of our black men, but he does continue to add fuel to the fire. From one black man to another, my question is for Rob and any other black man who supports Trump. Put party aside and look at the person. Is this really who we want? Ooh. It's for you, Robert.
Thanks, Ron, for that. I appreciate it.
My bad.
Nah, you good. Is this really who we want? If I were to take the Republican Party and put it aside, would I really want Donald Trump? Not no, but fuck no. Okay. I honestly believe that the Republican Party has better candidates out there somewhere. Just like I'm sure that the Democrats have someone more lucid than Joe Biden.
Oh yeah,
Bernie Sanders.
Definitely.
Hell no.
Oh my God.
Hell
So so back to your question. You have to look at the job that you're hiring them to do. You know what I'm saying? Like the United States, we've always had bad presidents. I mean, you're talking to a country that actually kills their presidents. Okay, so we have had to suffer through bad presidents before, you know, and you could go down the list depending on what side of the aisle you're on, you know, from Woodrow Wilson, you know, all the way up to Abraham Lincoln to, you know, people that have been JFK, people have been assassinated in office. I mean, we just have to kind of suffer through. Some people didn't like Barack Obama, but they went through 8 years of it. And, you know, some people didn't like George W. Bush, but they suffered through 8 years of it. We're always going to come out on the other side okay. So you have to look at the party, figure out all the reasons why you believe in the party.
But and Rob, he said put party aside though.
Well, I'm telling him to look at the party.
No.
Because you can't
tell him to look at the party. Because
I have to tell him to look at the party because the guy's a piece of shit.
Huh?
Donald Trump's a piece of shit.
Okay, so if you know that, that's what he's saying. He said, put party aside and look at the person.
No.
Is this really who we want?
I don't want to look at Donald Trump.
I think you
can't make me.
I
that's
think
what he
Rob
said.
is saying
No.
he can't put party aside because he's going to vote for the Republican Party no matter who they put there.
But that's what I'm saying.
But Rob is saying if you put party aside, yeah, obviously he don't want Trump. Obviously, he's I mean Rob, you said you're a Ted Cruz dude anyway.
I've always been a Ted Cruz dude. I still am.
So putting party aside, right, so Rob has already answered that question, whatever. I think, you know, obviously he's like, nah, he don't want Trump. That's good.
He can't vote for anything.
But he can't.
I can't. I just can't because what it is, and you're absolutely both of you guys are right, Trent and Chris. I can't put party aside and vote for Donald Trump because if I did, I wouldn't be voting at all.
Okay, so then don't vote.
No, but he can't say that because Rob just did a voting video earlier on the show that said
no. Okay, all right. Well, write your name in.
I'd rather him vote for Trump than not vote at all.
All right, hold on.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris.
Bullshit.
right in Kanye.
No, because
Larry Hogan wrote in Ronald Reagan.
Larry Hogan's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
This is the same
guy. Larry Hogan's the same guy that wanted to put a fucking flushing meter on my toilet and tax me 25 cents per flush. Him and everybody in Annapolis can suck a dick. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm cool with that too. Oh, Governor Hogan, you heard that? Come on the show. Let's talk.
MSP's gonna blow my door off the hinges at 3:00 this morning. Watch.
God dang.
You gonna be on CNN, dog.
If anybody's watching this show,
Governor Hogan, come on the show, bro.
Robert S. Waples said that.
Robert Shamora Waples III.
Nobody else on this panel said
God.
that. Robert S. Waples said that.
I like you, Governor Hogan. I do.
I like him. I had voted for him last term.
So did I. He was the
think
only Republican
he's a very
I've
popular.
voted for.
He's a moderate Republican.
Yeah, and that shows that I'm not so strung up on being a Democrat that I won't vote Republican when there is a Republican candidate that I like.
I'll say this.
But
I
see,
agree
that goes
with you,
against,
Chris.
that
Hold on,
goes
stand
against,
by.
that goes, hold on, stand by. That goes against, goes against, I hit you with your own shit. That goes against what Rob just said. Because Rob said you can't really put politics, you can't put party to the side.
Well,
I can't. That doesn't mean other people can't.
Okay, so why isn't that you?
Well, I have, and I've put party aside. Well, I've put the main two parties, and we've spoken on this multiple times in this show, right? Like I am, and Rob and Rhonda both have called me out, whatever, for but I'm a person, right, where I can take the good and the bad from both parties, whatever, and I'll choose the best candidate that I think for me personally and my family, my community, right? And so that's why I'm an independent individual. So putting party aside, right? I've said this multiple times. I wouldn't even choose either one of them. But that's putting party aside. I would choose a person that's more aligned to my policies that I think will possibly affect my family and the Black community. That would be Bernie Sanders, right? And so but if you want to put party aside.
So let me ask you this: are you voting?
100%.
Are you voting for Joe Biden?
100%.
So you see what I just did there?
Yeah, I'm not. So here's the thing, because I thought about doing a write-in for Bernie Sanders, but then I was like, well, okay, that makes no sense. The only reason why I'm voting for Joe Biden this election year, and again, honestly, it has nothing to do with party. It ain't got nothing really to do with policies. I have Trump fatigue. That's seriously. I mean, if I'm being honest, I'm not. No disrespect to any right. I just have Trump fatigue. I'm literally voting for somebody that I think will at least put us into back into some certain get us in a good standing with our allies. Right. I'm looking at that.
Fuck that.
I'm looking at I knew it was coming. That's why I was speaking real soft and slow, because I know he was going to.
We got to make a sound bite out of that.
But that's just but no.
Definitely.
Hey, but seriously, Rob, like that's literally I'm not voting. Honestly, I'm not voting for policies, bro. It's really that's where I'm not. That's where I am.
So you're not for policies. Rob said,
wait.
I got
before
you.
You say,
my bad. Let me retract that statement. Let me retract that statement.
That's not what I said.
I know. Let me retract that statement.
Yeah.
You're not voting based on the policy.
I'm not voting based on the policies.
Right, I got
this one, yes.
All right. So Rob said this. Rob said to my man's whoever wrote this letter is a man. He said, "Look, he can't put party aside and look at the person per se.
Correct.
Because he's never going to vote on the Democrat ticket.
Okay.
I would never say never. There is a guy that he was actually in the Democratic.
Don't say the Georgia dude. Don't say Vernon.
No, Jim Webb. Jim Webb, the former senator from Virginia.
You know what? I agree with you.
If he had got selected by the DNC to run for presidency, I would have voted for him.
I know Jim Webb.
I love Jim Webb, and I respect the hell out of him. He's a Vietnam vet.
All right,
Jim Webb seems to be a libertarian to me, in my opinion, even though he was a registered Democrat. But I agree with you on with Jim Webb. Okay, Robert Shamor, come on.
Yeah, this is a new side of you we haven't.
Come on, Shamor.
But when
don't get used to it, Chris, because this only happens once. It's like a total eclipse of the moon. It only happens like once a lifetime.
It looks like you got an eclipse in your place right now, dog. It's bright. It's super bright. I love you, Shamor.
All right, so look. The confession letter pretty much said that, hey, they got to put party aside and look at the person. Is this really who we want? So apparently the individual that wrote this letter is stating that he cannot necessarily vote Republican like he has done in the years previous because he can no longer support the character and the morale or the moral and the ethics and stuff like that dealing with the person that they have nominated for the party. Yeah. And I get it.
Don't lose yourself. All I'm saying is don't lose yourself. Remember why you believe in the Republican Party. Every now and then we throw up a bad candidate. So do the Democrats. But they have good candidates and we have good candidates too. It's just sometimes it doesn't happen all the time. That's all.
Yeah, see, the problem with that, Rob, is that you come on here and say, this is all y'all got. This is all you have. This is what you got. And I actually
this is the best that I feel like that dude Killmonger.
And I said
this is your king?
Yeah, and I said that to you too, Rob, and you was like, what the fuck do you mean? And yeah.
I don't even sound like that.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway,
both.
all right.
Yeah, both parties. I don't know what's going on, man. Both
Yeah.
parties have been really putting trash, man. Like
No way.
That's what.
you
Yeah.
know, I would.
That's
I
why I
would do,
said we set the bar so low.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there was a time where everybody looked at George Bush and was like, "Man, this dude is horrible. He's a war criminal." Blah blah blah. I would love George Bush right now.
I told you. I actually
Yo,
like.
that's-
I actually like
George Bush
some
is funny, bro.
George Bush
That's pretty
actually
damn
has
good.
some good policy.
Yeah.
I actually like some of the stuff that George Bush did. He had
No
two,
Child Left Behind.
He had two
Yeah,
major,
that was good.
two
Yeah.
major
No Child Left
things that
Behind. I
just
support
messed
it.
up his whole presidency.
The wars,
Yeah.
bro. The
He
wars.
had two things that stuck out that messed
Oh yeah,
up
what's
his
that?
presidency.
What's that? What?
the wars.
The
Bro.
wars.
That's it.
Yeah, but the wars and
That's
then,
it.
So
I
Don-
told you I
so
would take
Don-
George Bush right now.
and here I am, a Republican, talking about a Republican president that I voted for twice. But what you're telling me is that Dodd-Frank wasn't a mistake.
Oh
No, it wasn't a mistake.
It collapsed the entire economy
Hell,
in 2008.
No, it did not.
Barack Obama got blamed for what happened in Dodd-Frank underneath the George Washington.
Are you
What
taking
happened
up for
underneath
Barack
the
Obama?
George Bush?
What?
Did you take up for Barack?
Oh my God.
I said
Barack
Barack
Hussein?
Obama.
Did you?
Yeah, Barack
Barry?
Hussein
Beijing
Obama
Barry?
got
Because it's
blamed.
not like you, Rob, to take up for Barack Obama. You
I
ain't
don't,
never
I,
taken
don't,
up.
I don't think Dodd-Frank collapsed the whole economy. I
Oh
mean,
my
I
God, the
think that
subprime
it-
mortgage. The
I
subprime
think it
mortgage
was
fiasco.
part of it. It was part of it, but those policies have been in place for years and years. It was the tipping point, but I don't think you can say that it was the whole blame
All right.
for the collapse of the economy.
Because when did Dodd-Frank? When was?
Look. All right, that's a whole nother subject. We'll talk about this another show. We are over our time limit today.
Okay.
We got to cut into our overtime segment. Hey, look, man. Rob, how
Yo.
can tell everybody how they can reach you
What's
if they need to?
Smoke
Donkey.
signals.
Okay.
Smoke signals. Send them high, send them far. Now, Donkey Faces. You can reach me at Donkey Faces. You can also reach me on Twitter at Horse Faces. And of course, you can always reach me on Facebook, Robert Waples II.
Robert
Robert
Shamor.
S. Shamor S.
See,
Shannon.
see, you know what?
Shannon. Miss Chris,
Yo,
how can
yo.
they reach you
I need
if
a
they want to?
cigar.
If they want you to be there,
No, no.
y'all know what I was about to say.
He was like,
Y'all know what I was about to say is sugar mama.
You cannot reach me anywhere if you want that. But
Baby Cougar.
he said, don't come at, don't come,
Don't do that.
don't come over here.
Baby Cougar.
I can be reached.
Oh shit! Rob got the fucking pigeons in the background. You heard it?
Yeah.
I heard it. Tweet tweet.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chris.
I can be reached on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Miss Chris 757. Just don't Facebook Messenger call me.
Or don't DM her either.
God,
You
dog.
can DM me,
Oh.
but don't
Oh.
call me.
Oh. She said, "Don't call me."
Don't
but
call
you
her.
can, but you get the DM. Okay.
Yeah, and maybe I'll respond. Maybe I won't.
Ooh. Maybe she'll ghost you.
Oh, you pointing at me? How they can find me? Oh, they can.
This nigga's lost.
No, I was.
Terrible.
I'm baffled at the fact that Rob has these damn birds in the background. I just hear him all in the microphone.
They go to work.
Like,
They work.
I love my birds,
So-
man. My birds are important.
we're gonna hear it again in a minute.
So y'all know how y'all call me a catfish. So I set up a new Facebook page called
Oh.
Robert's Pigeons. You can reach me.
Oh my God.
You can reach me at Robert's Pigeons on Facebook.
What, are you one of his pigeons?
I'm one of his. I'm one of his pigeons. I'm over there like.
Ooh.
You can reach pigeons with a Z. You can reach me at. No, you can reach me at Instagram. That's the only place you're gonna find me. At Trent B Franklin.
Terrible.
So is it at Trent B Franklin
I
or
don't-
the Trent B5, bro?
I don't
Because
know.
you know
Yeah,
what?
yeah. Which
Here we
last
go.
week it was the. Oh.
Here we go again, Rob.
He done changed it again.
Yeah, he done
Yeah.
changed it because it was the Trent B5. Now it's all of a sudden the Trent
so-
Trent B Franklin.
My bad. It's the Trent B.
You sure, bro?
Trent B without the 5.
No, with the 5.
Hey,
Chris,
bro.
hey, Chris coming at me
Yo,
too.
he don't know.
But anyway, you can find me at Rob's Pitches on Twitter.
All right, y'all. Look it up. Check it out. Y'all,
Lord.
y'all can reach me on Instagram. You can reach me on Instagram at DocRJ.5. You can reach me on Twitter at RJSpeaks100. Hey, make sure you follow us on Facebook at Comfortable2Uncomfortable.talk. You can also follow us on Instagram at Comfortable2Uncomfortable.talk. If you do not have a Facebook and you cannot watch our videos, you can go to YouTube. Make sure you hit that little subscribe button and search at Comfortable Being Uncomfortable, the podcast. One word. It is one single word. Type it all together. You know how in typing school they taught you how to use a space bar? Well, forget it for that search engine.
They ain't had no space bar when Rob was in school. He had that typewriter, bro. Come on.
All right, look, check it out.
You got jokes. Okay.
You ain't here. You ain't here.
Check it out. All right, look, check it out. Hey, look, we coming right back to you with the overtime segment. Let the conversation continue. Make sure you stay tuned, okay? We're coming right back. It's not going to take 2 seconds, 3 seconds,
Hit
4
that beat.
seconds. All you got to do is make sure you stay on, all right? Hey, look, big shout out. Blue fire to my sorority sisters of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated and my fraternity brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. Big shout outs to all of you. We'll be right back.
God bless.